No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. At 20. Pass the tip. Touchdown, Florida. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air. It's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
There he goes. Oh, there's the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. It's a seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown Sooners! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to turn the corner on the left. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you just see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. He's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. They've got the screen set up. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Guys, let's chat about Florida. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well.
Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. On the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds his man. It's Clark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Ball. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Wilson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Sategna. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires it down the seam. He's got it for a big play. He's loose. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver. Make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Goes to the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Here's a heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Finds some fresh air. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive Using his legs, it's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. Got enough space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Another touchdown for this guy. And he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. With the catch, it's Edwards. Turns it on in midfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Sategna. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
First down here for the offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Edwards. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going back.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel.